gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. So if it's you know what somebody say? It said
New York in the building. I don't know
no,
what
somebody
they're talking
said
about.
no, let's keep the egos. And if you know the definition of an ego is the false sense of self. You know, it's a sense of self. So if something is a sense of something, that lets you know that it's not truly what it is. It's only a sense of it. Like it's a sense of who you are. So you don't want to keep, like we all have egos and we're always going to have an ego, but it's about having discipline and keeping that ego in check. You know what I'm saying? Because when the ego is not in check, that's when it overcomes the quality of the moment, the quality of the God consciousness in you. You feel me? So at the end of the day, how did we meet? You want to talk about it, or you want to?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Bigger.
All right. So how did you find me, baby? How did you?
I found you when I found him when I was already home, and I seen this flyer on my you know that page, like it's a page, and then I seen it was TKO and Nature Boy. And so I just went to his page and I was just interested. And that's when I started watching his YouTube videos, because a lot of people don't know he has a lot of music. And then I started seeing a lot of his YouTube, Facebook. That's when I got connected with his Facebook. And then really through the internet. I meet everybody through the internet now. And I mean, I don't know if y'all meeting people through the internet, but yeah, I'm always meeting people through the internet now. I'm never meeting people through walking around. Yeah.
Right. It's 2020. You know, I know that doesn't sound like the classy way of meeting people, but come on, let's keep it real. See, everybody want to act holier than thou nowadays. Like
The
they
girl,
ain't doing the
girl,
same
girl.
shit. You know, just because we have the courage to put our life on Front Street and people can hide in the comments, but we all human beings. Ain't nobody better than the other. The last person who you met through the internet. Come on, cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not about being thirsty. It's not about anything like that. If you see a man, first of all, let me say this. Let me say this.
Kiss the wheels on the YOLO.
Let me say this. When you look at me, do you see an attractive man? When you look at me, do you see somebody that you can learn from? When you look at me, do you see somebody that you respect? And if all the questions was yes, then why can't she do that? Why do she got to be thirsty if she see the same thing that you see?
They want people to be boxed in, and the mindset is a boxed in mindset of how you expect someone to act. Just because someone gets out of a relationship, then she shouldn't do this or she shouldn't do that. But I did what I was going to do, regardless of what you can perceive. So all you could do is just feel how you feel.
Right.
And
They
just state your opinion.
They loving your ass.
Yeah, I like them. A lot of them I vibe with them. They're real cool.
Already. So True. He said, I see someone that's handsome and someone I respect. Oh, Cap, she is pretty. Yes, she is pretty. Thank you. Love you too, Chanel. It's all love, baby.
Right.
Oh. All right, so somebody missed the thing about you and Yakin. I don't really know y'all. I think I seen Yakin once on
you seen it again?
Yeah, they're saying that no, we don't, but it's fishy how you came to him and Yakin. So go ahead and say that.
Say it again. Address it for the people that missed it. The two things that's floating around. So one of it is Yakin. I've never spoke to him on the phone. I've never even communicated with him. I just wrote on one of his lives that I respected him because he was being a warrior for the black woman. So I said he seemed like a brother figure to the black woman. So that's what I said to him. Right. So everybody just was like, she gonna be Yakin.
Right.
So because, I'm gonna just let y'all run with whatever.
Right. But you already know a lie is more entertaining than the truth. People love to create the narrative that's gonna cause gossip. So yeah, that would have been like, oh, she was with such and such, and now she's running to such and such, and that just makes it creates something. But you heard from her, and she was honest when it comes to me about how she found me and things like that. So hopefully, y'all just respect the truth. You know what I'm saying? And how many of y'all in the comments ever been in a situation to where, you know, you probably, anyway, I'm not gonna go that deep, but we all human. That's all I want to say. We all
And then
human.
oh well, they ain't say that's the only thing they talking about. Yeah, I can. So I'll just leave the stuff for later,
And
another
somebody
time.
said, does Armani approve? Oh yeah, Armani's fucking with her. I bet you Armani's watching this right now. She's downstairs, like she fucks with her. You know, Armani's like me. She been with me 13 years. So when Armani, like, she sees the same thing, she's on the same vibration, so she can feel the same thing that I get from her. You know, so yeah, Armani most definitely fucks with her. You already know. You know. Let me see. All right, so Junior's World. She already addressed the Nature Boy situation. She already addressed that in the last live. This live is to answer y'all questions, but I think some of y'all missed the last live just a minute ago. You know, so if y'all recorded that, and that was cool. But if y'all missed out, y'all just missed out. So I'm not gonna have her go right back over all the things, because this is not about. We don't want to make our conversation just build what we have about somebody else. That wouldn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? She's in the moment. We're not thinking about the past. We're not even thinking about the future. We're just living in our moment right now, and we're allowing the universe to direct us. And that's a beautiful motherfucking thing. So come on this journey as I evolve, as she evolved, as the whole motherfucking team and Empire evolved. It's a beautiful thing. It's all. It's okay, my nigga. It's already. Let me see. Yes, she has a cute attitude. Yes, she's very classy, and she's very, I don't know, I feel an authentic spirit. And off camera, while we was talking, she allowed me to know a lot of things that she didn't have to allow me to know that was just real. Like, any other nigga probably would have got jealous, or would have got felt some type of way, or would have just been like, nah, I can't, you know. But she allowed me to know some things that made me see. One thing about me is when women talk to me, they feel like they have to filter who they truly are. They feel like they have to kind of show themselves in a certain type of light to make me like them. And I don't fuck with that, because I'm a Pisces. I'm very in tune. My intuition is on point, my gift of discernment. I know when somebody's authentic or not, and I can feel it. You feel what I'm saying? So when she came to me, hold up. Oh my God. Hey! They played all the stuff tonight. My bad. A little start intermission. Y'all know about that. Y'all know about that shit. Yeah. All right. So my bad. You know, they saying your energy is beautiful. Everybody love your energy, baby. Yeah, we both water
Thank you,
signs.
thank you.
We both water
Yeah.
signs. You know, she a Scorpio. I'm a Pisces. I do very well with Scorpios. Well, kinda. That's an inside joke. But
You
what I'm about to say. You know what? I wish we had some wine right now. Where we get a
for
sip.
real, they probably got the wine.
Yeah.
They
But
got the wine.
what was I saying? I was saying something that was really, really good. But I'm sorry, I felt the spirit of the song of Tony. You know what I'm saying, for a second. But yeah, you know, oh yeah. So that's what I was saying. Like, what made me really fuck with her is she was just authentic and transparent. She told me things that you shouldn't tell somebody so quick. But since I was so transparent and real with her, she felt like she could just express herself and be real with me, and that made us connect. You know what I'm saying? All right, how's she classy? All right, that's cool. These are questions. These are great questions. How she classy is the way that she carry herself. The way that even though she was in a relationship with somebody else that she just not came from, that everybody talks about, and there's probably so much things that she can tell me, she didn't come to me like that. Our conversation wasn't about her last conversation. Her conversation with me off camera wasn't to bash anybody else that was in her life. That's classy as fuck, if you ask me. That's what a woman does. You know, a woman is not here to try to, like, that's what a man does. Like, if I'm fucking with you, I'm talking to you, I'm not here to try to up myself and pillow talk to you about the next man that you had, or try to make him look bad because I'm being a man. So even when I talk, I'm classy. And so she was being classy. So it's many ways. This is the way that she's preserved, the way she carries herself, you know, like she's very classy to me, you know. But that wasn't a bad question. That wasn't no bad question, baby.
I think I seen one. She's searching for welcoming arms, is what it seems. So I think people fail to realize that I am the number one provider in my daughter's life. Since I was 15, I had my own place. I've always had my own place. People are assuming that I don't have my own place for some right now at this moment in time. That's not true. I provide, I take care of myself. Everybody that knows me in my town knows that. But, I'll just address that as well because that's not the case. I'm just a woman that just so happens to meet someone, and that's the same case for anyone else in the world. All except it's online. And also, there's no need for clout either. It's just, we felt the conversation was necessary for people to hear only because we felt like it could help a lot of women. Because we're programmed to think a certain way and not we're programmed to be closed in and think that every man is out to get us, or no man is all man is not good, or
Right.
that we can't open up to them, or I, like, as a me, I leave all my relationships. I just push them away. And so I'm not addressing them. I'm just saying that, it's just things that we can work through, because relationships is really what's going to heal us. Everybody needs someone to assist them through their growth. So,
Right. And let me answer this question. Somebody said, I want to believe him. Sweet Candy Yam said, I want to believe him. Everything he is saying
as if
seems
it
too
was
good to be
dumb
true.
and not as if it was dumb. That's crazy how they put their self in my shoes. But I guess.
Right. Let me answer this question real quick. The reason why a lot of good women have the wrong situations and they get the same results and getting people playing on them, because hold on, my bad, start intermission. Hey, all right, that's my shit right there. All right, what's wrong is the reason why good women continue to have the same recurring relationships, and they wonder why they get done wrong, and they don't understand because it's not karma, because they don't play, they don't cheat, they don't fuck people over, but they always get men to fuck them over. It's because they always constantly think that something is too good to be true. So the main thought that they have, that fear, that doubt, they end up attracting that. So you always attract the thought that's dominion, the host dominion of your mind. So if you think something is too good to be true, guess what? That becomes your truth, and it does become too good to be true. You manifest it. So be careful of what you think, baby. And I hope one day that you can see a man for what a man is. It is good men out there. I'm not the only, first of all, I'm not even going to say that I'm striving to be a great man. I still got a lot of work to do. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not too good to be true, but I'm striving to. And here go another question. I pinned them up.
They got a lot of questions.
I got a lot of questions, yeah. This
No, they
question right
do.
here says, TK Capone seems thorough. Please answer my question about the girls. Will they be accepted in your house?
As if they weren't accepted anywhere. It's just people are.
Yeah. So, for people who don't know me, all I can do is talk about my situation. I'm not going to talk about her past situation with her girls and stuff like that, because that information is out there too. But since the question is directed towards me, of course, just like Zeke brought her son, and he was accepted. Anybody that's with me, whatever's your responsibility is my responsibility as a man. We're building together. You're not. If I wanted you to disown them, or first of all, a real woman is not going to do. That's a whole other subject. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. But at the end of the day, I take that with gratitude, because that means God is allowing me to be a real model and be able to raise. My son got taken out of my life many years ago, and I eventually want children again. I want to have biological children, but right now somebody come with children, and I know that if I'm leading men and women already, I know I can be a blessing to a young child growing up. So yes, I do accept kids. I do accept her kids and things like that, because they come with her. And she wouldn't fuck with. Well, I don't think she would fuck with no man who wouldn't accept her kids, because she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? She's
But
not
one thing that I
confused.
can speak on is that as far as introducing them so soon and being, you know, without really scoping the things out, I'm no longer going to do that. So that is something that I learned from. So, you know, it's all about trial and error. And, you know, some things is common sense. And I understand that. But, you know, as long as somebody's learning from it, that, and they truly, you know, taking the actions to do that, then that's what it is. So,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, and first of all, you know, it takes a lot of courage to come on this platform. Like with me, I'm always in the limelight. This is what I do. You know, I'm always. Hold on. Y'all know what today is? It's gonna be our anniversary right here. Anniversary. Hey, the
what's
first.
today?
You know what I'm saying? What's the day? The day that we really connected and vibe and decided that you know what, it's real. Personally, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, this ain't Key Era. Somebody said, "Is this Key Era?" No, Key Era's in Arizona. This is 7. Because I'll be forgetting that, you know, everybody, I got my own crowd. So a lot of people they don't know what's going on. So, but no, this is 7. And, you know, I already know my favorite number is 7. I was born on March the 7th. Everything, my real name is Antonio. And I got 7 letters up in it. You know, everything that deals with me, it deals with 7. I love the number 7. Let me see. See, I know Kiara, that's my girl. Oh, okay. Okay. The cigar is the scent of the Moors. Okay. I know that's
He
not her.
said, is marijuana, he said something about, is marijuana a good form to the highest, to wait, let me see.
Uh,
Oh, is marijuana bad for spiritual enlightenment?
was that question towards you or me? Probably
Probably
towards
just a
me.
random question,
Oh,
because
okay, let me speak on. This may be another. This may be another shocking fact because I know a lot of people don't know me, but I don't do drugs. You know, I don't do drugs, but nothing is wrong with drugs. See, you notice how if I don't participate in something, it's not that I have to knock something. Have I smoked weed before? Yeah. I think when Jasmine was here, she just not had me. Yeah. But I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I really can't say I don't drink no more because I really don't drink. But when I be going live with them, they be having the drinks and they be having me drink because they say I'm fun when I drink. But I don't really drink or smoke. I'm not against it. It's just that something that I never smoked a cigarette. I never had a black and mild, and I wasn't even spiritual back in the day. It's just that I don't do it. But I think when it comes to being in your higher self, I think these are all just excuses. I think if you just like to smoke weed, just smoke weed. You don't got to say you're smoking weed because it takes you to another. You know, it may cool you down and make you real chill, and that's cool. But you just smoke weed because you like smoking weed. Nothing's wrong with it. You don't got to make an excuse for what you like. You know what I'm saying? And with me, on the other hand, man, I got this natural high about me. Like I'm always just,
right,
you
me
know,
too.
a cheerful spirit. Like I don't
Higher
have
for
to.
life.
But you know, at the same time, I'm also spontaneous. So just like I think when Jazz and JoJo was here that night, I smoked with them. You know, just like they be having wine. I might take some wine or something like that. But no, I'm not addicted to anything. I don't have no vices. No vices. I don't like. I really don't like me. I'm a thinker. I love to think. I love to. I don't like my mind to be altered in any type of way.
Yeah.
I like to have a clear mind. So that was a great question. Y'all get high off life. That's true. Let me see. No
Some of
cancer.
these people is new people coming in here. And
Right.
yeah, I mean, but some people is new.
I appreciate the compliment. What's your name? Sir. I'm not even gonna try to say that, but I just not pinch your comment. I appreciate it. Like, do I smoke hookah? Hey, y'all see me the other night when I had the females, when I had Armani Z and D laying on the bed and I had the hookah. That was my first night ever smoking a hookah, and that's why I wasn't smoking it right. I was smoking it. People were saying I was smoking that shit like it was a cigarette or some shit because I never smoked a hookah before. Like that was my first time smoking a hookah. So at the end of the day, no, I don't smoke hookah. I tried it because Z had it. Z got a hookah, so you know that's why I burnt like on that. If you look at that video on YouTube, I dropped the hookah thing and burnt my mink carpet. I got a big ass burn mark in my motherfucking mink carpet, all because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was trying to look cool. So, nah. Just came in and say switch gear gang. Okay. You seen something you want to answer, baby?
I seen a couple of things.
Okay.
She said, wait, what's, you know what? I think it's all the way up. They keep asking me, how old am I?
She timeless. She a god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really see age like that.
Yeah, she a god. Yes, indeed. So somebody, let me answer this real quick because I think I missed it on the last hot. They said, when does she move in? What me and Seven is doing, like I like to build a foundation that's strong. I don't like to rush into things. She don't like to rush into things. Sometimes, we learn from mistakes. We learn from, I ain't gonna say mistakes, we learn from past experiences. So what we're doing is, instead of building an empire, a house on quicksand or something that's not concrete, we're gonna change it up and we're gonna take our time and put every brick on there slowly, and we're gonna make it strong and we're gonna make it matter when it comes to something. So when it comes to, whatever the universe presents with me in her life, we're just gonna go with it. We're living in the moment. So today, she's where she at and I'm where I'm at. But whoever knows, it can switch up within a week. We're just going with the universe. You feel me? Tea time.
You think you're classy? I think I'm who I am. I think I know who I am, and you can think whatever you want to think. So if you think I'm classy, if you don't think I'm classy,
Right.
it's,
And,
it's,
and for and for some of those who missed what she said in the last thing, I know I'm keeping on because I know some new people in here tonight. Well, not tonight, but just from the one in the last live. You see her, and if you look at her page, you would think that she's all about being only natural. Because this is the perception that she created. Because this is something that she was at. This is where the moment that she used to be at. And don't get me wrong, part of her is like that. But at the same time, one part of her already had a natural past. I mean, not a natural, but wearing makeup, having her hair straight sometimes. She used to dance. She has all these other abilities that she can do. And now she's at a point to where she met me. Like me, I do everything. I'm not just into music. I'm not just into like wearing necklaces around chains and shining. I'm also into activists. I'm an activist. I love to teach my people. A matter of fact, on Sunday, we're doing a panel. The same person who interviewed me in Nature Boy, Stefan, he's interviewing one of the police officers that's from the precinct who killed George Floyd, and it's going to be live. So they asked me to come on the panel because I'm an activist. They want to hear my voice. So that's Sunday. That's live on Facebook. But that's just to let you know, it's many layers to a lot of us. But what we make the mistake of doing is limiting ourselves due to the perception that we want people to feel about us instead of just being our true self. So when it comes to Seven, when she met me, she seen me operating in my truth. And she picked up on that vibe. And I picked up on the vibe with her. I already knew it was some more things to her that wasn't being shown. And I just want her to be that butterfly that's in that jar. I want to open up that jar on that soul and let her motherfucking bloom and watch how beautiful it is. You know what I'm saying? Because in true nature, all of us are like that. But what we do, we try to sugarcoat everything. What we do is we worry about the opinions of others. What we do is get caught up in our own motherfucking mind and say, you know what? I do want to do this, but I don't know. My mama or my people or my friends or social media, we worried about all the wrong things. And then we end up letting years pass and we look back and say, man, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Don't be another shoulda, coulda, woulda. Live your truth. Live in your trueness. I'm talking about tea time. You feel me?
why, right?
Oh, let me look at some of this.
Why do you want to be in a polygamy relationship? I'm not wanting anything. It's just that's what it is for me.
Right.
Dang. All right. Let me say this. Let me say this. Y'all came in late, so a lot of these questions is good, but it would have been good for the first one at 1 o'clock. So I don't want to come off rude because when I get tired, I get very short, and then I can be very rude with some of these questions that's so irrelevant. And y'all could just put this y'all could put this in y'all little troll room and just run with whatever. See, I don't want to get disrespectful, but some of these things I've already answered. So it's kind of like you're gonna see it.
Okay. All right. So
It just gets draining.
no, it's cool. So what we're gonna do is because you got to understand, my queen is on the other side of the world right now, you know. And what time is it there?
It's 3:27.
Yeah, it's 3:27. See, it's 12:27. It's early for me and it's late for her. So we're gonna probably be on here for like about 5 to 10 more minutes, and we are in this live. But somebody had asked. They said, well, somebody had said, I love being natural and not wearing my makeup, but every now and then I would do my makeup and get my hair done. I live in my truth. Give it up for her, because that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to subscribe to one way. And I think that we live in a world to where everything wants to be closed into a category. Oh, if you identify this, you this type of way. If you're somebody that's a Christian, or if you're somebody that's a Muslim, if you're somebody that's in the conscious community, if you're somebody that's a rapper, you got to be looked at as just that. But no, God made us to be unique, you know. So constantly live your truth. So I think that was a beautiful thing. I liked that comment. And then there was something up here that caught my attention. All right, so somebody said, like what? What do you see TKO besides sex? Both. If y'all don't agree, she's classy, as you previously stated. So what else? Be honest. You know, first of all, you know, if you follow me, I'm always honest. I'm always transparent. And if I don't know something, I just say I don't know it. You know, it doesn't take away from me and my value as a person if I don't know something. So I'm always honest. You know, as I learn her every day, I find out new things. You know, I see somebody as an intellectual. She's very smart and intelligent. But one thing that I picked up on her about was she reminded me of myself when I say this. She really knows, or really has the mindset to know I guess the Babylonian system, what people will say when it comes to business and commerce and things of that nature. Like, she really want to build and own businesses and things of that nature. So you would never know it. You would never knew that if she would allow herself to continue to be boxed in to look a certain type of way and not be her true self. But when she started talking to me and opening up, she knows about, you know, marketing, digital marketing, and building a brand, and she wants to do these type of things. And she has this sensual, sexual side that's very sexy about herself. Like, she has a lot of things. Like with me, they know, if y'all watch me, they know that I'm knowledgeable. They know that I'm very intelligent, but they also know that I'm also somebody that can be very, you know, what's the word? I'm really down to earth. I'm real, like, straight to the point. You know, I know how to let my nuts hang and be fun and, you know, all this other stuff. And I'm starting to see that with her. When at first I didn't know that. So what do I see? I see a lot of things so far. I see a lot of great qualities with her. Just like I see a lot of things that she need to grow with. And my whole job is to help her become, you know, her best self. I can't teach her how to be a woman, but I can help her to become a better woman. Just like she can even help me become a better man because she's a woman. See, that doesn't take nothing away from me to say that, you know. And as a man, you should always want a woman around you that can help you become your best self. It goes both ways. It's not a one-way street. Yes, I'm the head, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that I can't learn from my queens. You know what I'm saying? It's like Armani. Armani helps me become better every motherfucking day with her hard-headed ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a good question.
It says, y'all saying a lot about, what did they say? They said, so I don't leave bad blood with anybody. If I feel like, I'm a grown woman, so if I'm gonna leave a relationship, it's gonna be healthy. It's just gonna be my decision, and that's gonna be it. So for some reason, people are assuming that I left things toxic, and that's not the case. So
right, and like I said earlier, you can't. People who don't want to understand will never want to understand, because you can't win with those type of people. So, like, let's say if you was in a situation to where you was being, you know, you wasn't a good situation, then they be calling you dumb. But then when you leave the situation and you get and you put yourself in a situation you feel like it's better for you, you dumb. So it's like you can't. As long as you,
yeah, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna say those kinds of
don't even
lines.
entertain, because
it's just
people who don't want to understand you will never understand you, and you're not here for them. And that's what you got to change about yourself. You got to continue to live for yourself and live for your truth. You can't worry about what people say, because when you do that, it allows them to know that, it allows yourself to know, and it allows other people to know that you're not fully grounded within.
Right.
Continue to work on
And
yourself.
that's true. I agree
Yeah.
to that because that's a lot of the reason why I choose not to be a part of the internet or why I kind of take myself out of it at certain points. Like I don't like to be on alone or I don't like to talk to people a lot. People be in my DMs. Sometimes I don't like to
Right.
talk to them. And I could see that it's questionable when it comes to who I am. And people could kind of be like, oh, she doesn't love herself. She doesn't know who she is. So I can understand how it could come off that way with me being so short
Mm.
and just how I respond.
Right.
Right.
So,
They're
this is
just
what I'm gonna do.
observing.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna allow Seven to go to sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because she does have kids. She does have things that she's working on in her life. She is building up her house right now. Like she got a lot of good things going for her. You know what I'm saying? She got money. She don't need my money. You know what I'm saying? She's taking care of things. You know, I know that she ain't speaking it, but I'm gonna speak it. You know, I wouldn't fuck with nobody who couldn't bring to the table mentally, emotionally, and on different type of ways anyway. You know, I'm not the Black Hugh Hefner. You know, I'm not sitting over here rich and I'm just taking care of people. We don't get down like that. I'm looking for people I can build with and I'll come up together. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow her to go to sleep. I'm gonna allow her to get off of her, and I'm gonna take comments from other people. You know, y'all can get in here. Y'all can just talk to me directly, where I don't even have to just put it in the comments. So we can
They
do
ain't
that.
about to go live.
Yeah, they probably won't go live with me.
They ain't going live. They ain't about
Yeah,
to show face, and if so, it's gonna be in the dark, cause that's
right.
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Real recognize real though.
But baby, before you get off this line with me, even when you go to sleep and you laying right there, just continue to remind yourself. When it comes to mastering yourself, is you got to be in the moment. Stop thinking so much. Stop worrying about so much and what people's opinions, Queen. Continue to find yourself, evolve with yourself, because you have a lot of good qualities, but sometimes that can be muddy because you allow everything to influence you. Man, I didn't have so many good women in my life, women that y'all even know in the comments. I won't even say their name. Man, we could have had something beautiful. We could have had something so fucking beautiful, but they allowed the outside to dictate how they move. So at the end of the day, baby, continue to evolve, continue to go within. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. Listen to the God that's within you. And he's gonna direct you, babe. Just be in the moment. Don't worry about what's gonna happen in the future. Don't worry about what happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? Let me see.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm working on this. It's growth all the time. When you see me, that's all it is.
Yes, indeed. And
That's what I
everybody
strive for.
should thank Seven for coming on here showing some courage tonight. Because yes, she on here and she seemed poised, and it seems like it's cool, which it is cool, but you don't know how much courage it takes to know that the spotlight is on you and you was just now in a situation that was really public, and now you with somebody else that's also in the public eye. You don't know how much courage it takes to do something like that and still be poised and still have love and still not try to entertain. So yeah, to show Seven some love tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's all love to you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes courage, you know? So much love. I'm going to let you get your rest tonight, baby. And we're going to continue. We're going to continue this building, this mission, baby. Already. Tea time. You already know what time it is.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night, baby. Alrighty. It was a building moment. It was a building moment. I appreciate everybody that's showing love. That's beautiful. You know? Who's going to call in and chop it up with me tonight, though? Yes, you have a beautiful spirit, you know? Yes, you have a beautiful spirit, you know? And I think people kind of got it. They kind of like, no. Hold on one second. I see you, Pamela. Oh, I see some more people, too. Excuse me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up with you, Pamela? What's going on?
Nothing much. I just love seeing you guys. She is a very beautiful spirit. I love her energy, her vibe, everything.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, indeed.
It's a perfect connection.
Yeah.
And I do commend her confidence and just the willingness to come on here because I know she's going to get those negative comments for her to come on here and be confident in herself. Of course, it's a growth process that she's going to have to go through,
Right.
but I think the connection is perfect, and what better person to help her. So for her to come on here, that takes a lot. So
Right.
I love the energy
Right.
and the vibe.
And the thing, I'm gonna touch on what you were saying. What better person? Because see, she only attracted where she's at today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yes, she made it look like she was just like into natural type of stuff, and and a certain. But the trueness inside of her said, you know what? Yeah, I'm spiritual, but at the same time, I got this to offer the universe too. I can do this. I want to grow businesses. I want to have this company. I want to boom, 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 boom. And guess who she met?
Yep. It was just the season.
Right.
It's the perfect for her right now to learn more about herself. That was the moment. It exposed her to certain things that she needed to know by herself.
Right.
But now she's in this new season, and she actually needs. So I appreciate it. I love the vibe. I love it.
Right.
So I'm all
right. And since I'm in my wholeness, since I'm spiritual, since I'm knowledgeable, but since I'm also living my best truth and living with the gifts that God gave me in the music, being an actor, being inspired, I want to be all over movies. I want to start creating my own thing and creating my own networks and my own platforms. She already had that entrepreneurship spirit inside her to do the same thing too.
Yeah.
And what she was doing was limiting herself because she was in a limiting situation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's not me. Well, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about sensitive motherfuckers. I know people go try to make it sound like I'm talking down, but that's just me talking the truth. And sometimes when people are insecure, they think that when you speak the truth, it's talking down. But I'm not talking down on nobody else. I'm just saying that the vibration I'm on, she's in that season now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just think it.
And people got to realize you guys are two different individuals. You know what I'm saying? During that time in her life, where she was at, it helped her to be exposed to, some things about herself that she was ready for. Now she's on a whole nother wavelength.
Right.
She needs to be in a different environment that's going to benefit her and to make her see the other side of her that she didn't know was there. Or maybe she knew it was there, but she wasn't able to tap into it.
Right.
That's all it is. You're the perfect person right now to bring her to her true self where she needs to be right now.
Right.
So it's nothing against who she was with. It's nothing against her ex. It's just, all of us go through different individuals. Even my ex, I can say that there are some things that he taught me, but he wasn't able to elevate me to the level that I am today.
Right.
Nothing against the person. We just go through different waves in our life.
And when she was, it's kind of like a snake. When a snake, they got that shell and you go out of that shell. So when she was in certain situations, she's been following for a long time. She expressed to me. And whenever it becomes stagnation to where you're no longer growing, that means it's time to shed off that skin and allow yourself to continue to grow. So when she talked to me, and just in this short amount of time, like I said, like she had mentioned, like she learned so much already. She's able to grow. She's growing. She's learning new things about herself. And that doesn't take away from the last situation. It's just what she said. Because guess what? I might